When I married Tessa, I knew stepping into a ready-made family wouldn't be easy. She was stunning, self-sufficient, sharp-witted, but distant, especially when it came to her daughter, Lily. At 7 years old, Lily was a delicate, quiet little girl with big brown eyes that followed me like she was watching something threatening. Even when I tried to connect, gifting her toys, reading bedtime stories, she remained distant, silent, always sitting stiffly away from me. "She's just slow to warm up," Tessa would say with an easy laugh. "She's used to it being just us girls." And I accepted that. Love makes you want to believe. But once we moved in together, things took a strange turn. Every time Tessa left the house, Lily would cry, not loud sobs or tantrums, but quiet, shaking tears, like she was terrified. When I tried to comfort her, she'd flinch or recoil, as if I were a stranger or something worse. "What's wrong, Lily?" I'd ask gently. She never responded, only shook her head, tears brimming in her eyes. When I mentioned it to Tessa, she waved it off with a smirk. "She just doesn't like you. Don't take it personally." But the way she said it, it wasn't annoyed or worried. She almost sounded amused. Like she enjoyed it. Still, I tried. Every day. I made her favorite chocolate chip pancakes, left little notes in her lunchbox, offered stories at night, even if she never said yes. Then Tessa had to leave for a work trip, just 3 nights away. She hesitated, clearly unsure, but I told her I'd take care of Lily. Maybe this time alone would finally help us connect. The first night, Lily didn't speak much. We watched a movie, and she huddled under a blanket, barely moving. She fell asleep on the couch without once looking me in the eye. But the second night, something shifted. I was folding laundry when Lily walked up to me slowly, tightly clutching her backpack to her chest. "Daddy," she whispered. "Look at this." She unzipped the bag and pulled something out. As soon as I saw it, my whole body froze. My hands began to shake, and without thinking, I grabbed my phone and called 911. The operator picked up almost instantly. 911, "What's your emergency?" My voice quivered. "My stepdaughter, she just showed me something. She's 7. I think someone's been hurting her." Lily stood there, still holding her backpack open. Her eyes shimmered with tears, not from fear this time, but from something like relief. "What exactly did she show you, sir?" the dispatcher asked gently. I looked at the paper again. A drawing. A child's drawing, crayons on construction paper. But it wasn't the innocent kind, no flowers or sunshine. It was Lily, a stick figure with a pink dress and brown hair. Beside her was a larger figure, with the face blacked out by heavy scribbles. They were in a bedroom, the door closed behind them. Scrawled across the top in frantic, red crayon was the word, "No," repeated again and again. In the corner of the drawing, a bed with a red stain. Another corner had a speech bubble from the faceless figure. Asterisk, "Don't tell, or mommy will leave you forever." Asterisk. My knees buckled. I sank to the floor. "Sir, do you believe this child is in immediate danger?" "Yes," I whispered, my eyes locked on Lily. "She's safe now, but she wasn't. Please, send someone fast. Help is on the way. Stay with her. Don't leave the house." I ended the call, turned to Lily. My voice was barely there. Who is that in the picture?" She didn't answer right away. She just walked to the couch and curled into herself, knees tucked tight. "I don't know his name," she said softly. "But he came when mommy was gone." Silence filled the room like a weight I couldn't lift. "Did mommy know?" I asked. She looked at me, really looked at me, for the first time. Then nodded. She told me not to say anything. It was like ice in my veins. The doorbell rang, making me jump. I opened the door to find 2 officers and a woman in plain clothes, Child Protective Services. The moment they saw the drawing in my hand and Lily behind me, curled up on the couch, everything shifted into motion. "You're Mr. Carver?" one officer asked. I nodded. "And this is Lily?" the CPS worker asked gently. "She's my stepdaughter," I said. "Her mom, my wife, is out of town. I didn't know. This happened when I wasn't here." The woman crouched near Lily, her voice calm and kind. "Hi, sweetheart. I'm Miss Jenna. Can I sit with you?" Lily didn't move at first, then slowly nodded. I handed the drawing over to the officer. His face tightened as he studied it. Did she tell you who the man is? No name. Just that he came when her mom was gone. And her mom told her not to talk. The officers exchanged glances. Where's your wife now? New York, I said. She left 2 nights ago for a business trip. The other officer looked me over. Did you have any idea? I swallowed hard, my heart breaking. No. I thought I was keeping her safe. I didn't ask enough questions. Miss Jenner took Lily's hand gently. Would it be okay if we talked in another room? Lily nodded, and they disappeared down the hall. The officer's radio crackled. Another dispatch coming in. He turned back to me, lowering his voice. Sir, we need to talk more about your wife. The officer's question hit like a brick. Do you know a man named Logan Franks? I froze. Yeah, I said slowly. He works with my wife. Why? Without a word, the officer pulled out his phone and tapped the screen. He held it up, and I saw grainy footage with a timestamp. It showed Logan entering our neighborhood at 2:14 in the morning. This wasn't just a social call. He used the side gate, didn't knock, didn't call. He had a key. My knees almost buckled. The officer looked grim. We need to talk about exactly who your wife has been letting into your house. Later that day, my wife Tessa's plane landed at 6:25 p.m. She called me as soon as she got off. Her voice was cheerful, pretending everything was fine. Hey babe. Just landed. Can't wait to squeeze my baby girl. How's Lily doing? I stared at the phone, my stomach in knots. I couldn't speak at first. Lily wasn't home anymore. Child Protective Services had taken her for medical evaluation and temporary custody. The police were still at the house, gathering evidence. I had given them full access, our home's internet, the cloud account for the security cameras, even Tessa's old iPad that Lily sometimes used. That's where they found the folder. Hidden behind a fake app, password protected. Inside were messages and photos exchanged between Tessa and Logan. Some of it was horrifying. One message from Logan said, *, you don't have to worry. She doesn't talk. I told her what happens if she does. *. Another from Tessa, *, just be careful. I don't want John asking questions. *. And the most recent one, dated just hours before she left for her business trip. *, she's still crying from your last visit. You need to cool it. I'll be gone for 3 days. Don't go to the house while I'm away. *. She knew. She protected him. She let this predator into our lives. I hit record on my phone before picking up her call. Tessa, I said, steadying my voice. Hey, everything okay? You sound weird. I just have a few questions. Okay, what's up? Why did Logan have a key to our house? Silence. What? I saw the footage. 2:14 a.m., 2 weeks ago. He came through the side gate and walked right in. No knock. No call. John, I don't know what you're talking about. You do. I've seen the texts. The ones where you said Lily doesn't speak. The ones where you warned him not to come while you were gone. There was another pause, longer this time. You went through my messages. No, I said sharply. The police did. She gasped. They're at the house right now. They know everything. Lily told me what happened. She showed me a drawing. I could hear her sobbing now, loud, dramatic. I didn't know how to stop it, she cried. I thought she was exaggerating. Logan said she was confused, making things up. I didn't want to lose my job. I didn't want to deal with all the drama. You didn't want drama. I whispered. She's 7, Tessa. She cried every time we were alone. And you told me she just didn't like me. You didn't protect her. You sacrificed our daughter's safety to keep your life neat and tidy. She was still crying, begging me not to tell anyone, to let her explain, to fix it together. I didn't say another word. I ended the call and gave the recording to the officers. Do whatever you have to do, I said. Tessa was arrested that same night at the airport terminal. With the texts, the images, the recorded call, and her disturbing lack of remorse, The police had everything they needed. She didn't resist. She didn't run. But she cried, only for herself. The charges were serious: child endangerment, conspiracy to conceal abuse, and being an accessory to the assault of a minor. Because Logan was already under investigation for multiple incidents, the district attorney moved fast. 2 days later, Logan was arrested at work. His laptop held encrypted files that confirmed everything. Bail was denied. As for Lily, I didn't hesitate. I fought for her. No matter the legal red tape, no matter the hurdles, I wasn't going to let her go through this alone. She didn't have grandparents or a big family stepping up. But she had me. I worked with therapists, child advocates, social workers. I answered every question, allowed every inspection, and went through every difficult hearing. Through it all, I stayed close to Lily. She'd reach for my hand, and I'd be there. She'd flinch at the smallest noise, and I'd hold her until she calmed. Slowly, the crying faded. One day, while watching cartoons, she curled up next to me and fell asleep with her head on my chest. Just before her eyes closed, she whispered, "Daddy, thank you." I broke. But it wasn't the same kind of breaking. Tessa was sentenced to 14 years. Logan got 25. The courtroom was packed for the verdict. Tessa never once looked at me. But Lily did. She sat beside me, clutching my hand like it was the only safe place she knew. Maybe it was. Now, her room is full of light and warmth. Stuffed animals cover her bed. Her drawings hang proudly on the walls, colorful, joyful. No more red scribbles, no more drawings of fear. Just flowers. Smiles. 2 stick figures holding hands. One labeled *me*, the other *daddy. Because fatherhood isn't about blood. It's about protecting, sacrificing, loving, even through the darkest moments. That's what makes a parent. And if you're wondering whether this was revenge or justice, maybe it was both. All I know is, I did what I had to do. And I'd do it again.